Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss and learn how to calculate uh, standard deviation for continuous series but with actual mean method. Okay. So next, after this we learn with the assumed mean method. So the actual mean method, we have to first calculate the mean and then we have to calculate the deviations, then apply the formula. All right. So what is the first step? First step is calculate middle values for each class interval. We are given class interval frequency, calculate middle value for each class interval. How to do that? Take the lower limit 10 for this, take the upper limit 20, add both of them 10 plus 20 divided by 2. You get the midpoint or mid value 15. Similarly, 20 plus 30 divided by 2 for the second class interval gives us 25. So like that you can do it for every class interval. So when you do this calculation for the rest, you will get 35, 45, 55 and 65. After that, what to do? Multiply the frequency with the middle value. Okay, so 15 into 2 gives me 2 into 15, 30. Second, 4 into 25 gives me 100. 8 into 35 gives me 280. Okay. 10 into 45 is equal to 450. 12 into 55 gives me 660. 4 into 65 gives me 260. Okay. For the last two, I am not showing the numbers, but I think you have got the method by now. Alright. Then what is the next step? Calculate deviations. Matlab kya hai? Take the middle value which we have calculated here, 15, subtract the mean. So for that, first we have to calculate the mean. So how do we calculate the mean? Let us first take the formula x bar equal to sigma f into m divided by n. F is frequency, m is the middle value. We have already calculated them, but we have not calculated the sum. Achha, this is, let me do a correction, this is 260. Okay, it's looking like 200, but it is 260. Now we have to add all these values. Now that is a mistake. You see, it's all these two last numbers on the left side, rest are on the right side. Calculation becomes harder, but that's all right. You will use a calculator. I am doing it manually. That's why it's hard for me. Acha, n kya hai bhai? The sum of all the frequencies when we take, we get 40. Sum of all these f into m values, I get sigma f into m is equal to 1708. Okay? Now I know both the values in the formula, so I apply that. So 1780 divided by 40 gives me 1780 divided by 40 gives me 44.5. Okay, so this is the first step. Now next step is we have to calculate deviations. So take the middle values and subtract the mean value. So first one, 15 minus 44.5. Okay, mean value is 44.5. 15 is the middle value, so middle value minus 44.5. Now when I do that, I get minus 29.5. Okay, so first one minus 29.5. Second one, 25 minus 44.5. So 25 minus 44.5 gives me equal to minus 19.5. Sorry, minus 19.5. Okay. Now the space is not sufficient here, so I am not going to write each one of them. So 35 minus 44.5, I get the value. I'll just directly write the value, guys. Okay. So minus 9.5. 45 minus 44.5, I'll get 0.5. $55.44.5, I'll get 10.5. Lastly, 65 minus 44.5, I'll get 20.5. Simple enough. Now next step is we have to take square of each value. That means what? So this is minus 29.5, right? D is minus 29.5 here. This one. Now I'll take square of that, means I'll multiply it by itself. Minus 29.5 into minus 29.5. That is called square. So when I take square value, the value I get is equal to 870.25. 870.25. Now I cannot do all the calculations here, space is not enough, so I'll just write directly the values, okay, don't mind. You can verify by doing the calculations yourself. So 380.25, next is 90.25. What am I doing? Squaring 9.5 into 9.5. 0.5 into 0.5, I get 0.25. My bad, sorry. Yeah. So 0.5 into 0.5, I should get 2.5. 10.5 into 10.5, I get 110.5. Then 20.5 into 20.5, I get 420.5. 0.25, my bad. So this also should be 25. Okay. So these are the values which I am getting. Now I'll multiply the frequency here 2 into the squared value, 2 into 870.25. I get 1740.5. Okay. Next is 380.25. So 380.25 multiplied by 4. So 4 into 380.25 gives me 1521.5. Next is what? Next is 90.25 into 8. So 8 into 90.25 gives me 722.0. Next is 2.5 into 10. That means the decimal will move to the other side and I'll get 25.0. Now the next one, 110.25 multiplied by 12. That gives me 1323. Next one, 420.25 multiplied by 4 gives me 1681.9. Alright. So now when I calculate the total sigma f into d square, I get the value 6990.9. Let me write a bit bigger here, 6990.9. This is my sigma fd square. Okay, let me cross this out. Now this I can use to calculate my standard deviation. How? Let me do it here. Okay, so I'll start from here. I'll write the formula here and do the calculation on the right side. So my standard deviation, which I use the symbol sigma, is equal to root of sigma fd square, what we calculated here, that, okay, divided by n. Okay, so square root should go till down. Alright, divided by n. This whole thing is my standard deviation. So sigma fd square I already know is 6990.9. This is divided by n. My n is 40. Right? So now when I do this simplification, I get the value root of 174.75. When I do that calculation 174.75, I get the value 13.21. Alright guys, so very simple. As long as you have a calculator, you should be able to do it. Now next step, once you are done with this, coefficient. Coefficient formula is again very simple. Coefficient of standard deviation, we also call it covariance. Okay, so coefficient is equal to sigma by mean. My sigma value is 13.21. So always put the answer in a box or underline it. I prefer to put in a box, you can underline it, that's okay. So 13.21 divided by the mean 44.5. This gives me the value 0.297 or 0.3. That is 30%. 30% covariance. You can give in percentage, I will just leave it in decimal here. Last step, so 0.3. Okay. Last step, variance. Variance is equal to, we have the standard deviation now. Standard deviation का square, sigma square. So standard deviation is 13.21. Square gives me the answer to be 174.74. And to be truthful, you don't need to do the calculation, you can see here, right? We took root of 174.75, right? इसको हम square कर रहे हैं. So you will get the value which is inside the square root. That's all. That's the same thing which we get here. Fine? Okay guys, so I think this is helpful. And next I am going to show you the shortcut method.